Hi everybody, and welcome to day 6 of Flossmas, or Vlogmas. It's really more of a Vlogmas situation. I am heading home from work. I left an hour, it's 12:58, so I was planning on leaving at 12, so not too far behind schedule, but I had some things to take care of. So I'm heading home, and the plan is I am going to brew my tea from yesterday, and I didn't even open it yesterday, and I didn't give my dogs their treats, so they're going to get their treats from yesterday when I get home as well. And then I'm going to fold some laundry, start a couple loads of clothes today, hopefully, we'll see. And I'm gonna turn on Vlogmas and Flossmas videos, and I'm gonna watch them and hopefully get my advent stitching done. And then we need to go through my Christmas projects so I can figure out what I'm gonna work on now that my Spirit of Evergreen is pretty much done. I can't finish her the rest of the way until her ribbons get here, which should be next week sometime. We'll see, but she's done with everything that I can do with her. All the stitching is done. So I have several projects I can pick from, and we're gonna go through and figure out what next, but I will see you guys shortly. Laundry's done. It is put away. I hate putting laundry away. I would sit and fold it every single time if I didn't have to put it away. Anyway, so I've already started eating lunch. I had 2 boiled eggs and a stuffed pepper and some of the extra stuffing. And I am watching Flossmas. I'm watching jennlikesyarn right now. She knits. She has a caterpillar cross stitch advent as well, but she primarily knits. So I'm watching that, and we are going to work on advent stitches here in a minute. Okay, everybody, so it's been a while. I've watched a lot of Flossmas. It seems like I'm still kind of in the day 3 area, so I'm not totally caught up, and I just found a new person, and I linked them yesterday because I found them, but it's Chris. Craft with a K, the letter N, Chris with a K, K-R-I-S. But I wanted to show y'all, I did finish my stamp for the day, and you're gonna see I kind of went beyond today, and not a lot, but I wanted to kind of explain why I did that. This is today's stamp, and I'm being totally honest, this might be my favorite so far. This is a ribbon candy. Can y'all see? I didn't know what it was at first, just looking at the chart. And then I was like, let me look at the mock-up again. So I went on Pattern Keeper and made it show me the mock-up. And it is a ribbon candy. And you see, so this is the whole thing where we are so far. I am going to have to at some point go back in here and do this border, but tonight would probably be a good time to do that, but I'm not going to. This is tomorrow's stamp, and the reason I went ahead and started putting some stitches into that is because tomorrow's stamp is huge. It's the size of day 2 and 3 put together, and so I decided, well, why don't you go ahead and stitch the border? So I stitched the border, and then I started filling in my ribbon candy for today. And then I was like, well, I have some left on my needle from the red, so I'll just come over here and put in the red stitches. So that's right there. And then I went and did the green, and I said, okay, I have some green left, so I did the green. That's actually all of this color in this whole stamp. And then I did the 6, which is this dark teal green, and I had a ton left on my needle, so I said, well, let me go and put some of those in. So that's why you see a little bit of fill in on tomorrow's stamp. And it might be kind of cheating, but you know, there are no rules here. There are no rules. So I'm kind of just doing what I want, you know, but the goal is a stamp a day. And I just really kept thinking, like, Eden, if you don't do that stamp, like, because tomorrow our needle workshop's open from 10 to 12, and I always go in and help my mom on Saturdays, so she's not by herself. And it gets really busy on Saturdays sometimes, so I'm going to help her. And then tomorrow night I'm supposed to have dinner with a friend and one of her friends in town. So tomorrow night my stitching might be cut a little bit short. So I wanted to make sure that I at least helped myself along as much as I can. And then I also thought about it, and I probably need to go ahead and work on Sundays, because on Sunday, Cody and I, we have church, and then after church, we are going to Lake Charles, which is about 45 minutes from us, and we're going to see 2 movies. We're seeing Gladiator 2 and Red 1. And then I have to be at work very, very early on Monday morning at 6:30. I have an enrollment for a group at 6:30 on Monday morning. I'm going to have a long day, I think, on Monday. Maybe not too bad. I'm dreading that. I'm ready for that to be over with. But yeah, so I did kind of stitch ahead a little bit on my stamps, but that's okay. Day 6 is done. I just love that little ribbon candy. Which stamp is y'all's favorite so far? Mine was a tie between, oh man, probably the snowman and I don't know. I think the ribbon candy is my favorite. I think ribbon candy, snowman, sweater. But they're all really pretty. And I wanted to tell y'all something else I did. So this orange is actually the same symbol as this red, and the orange looks fine for the sweater and it's fine for the mistletoe background, but ribbon candy is not orange and green. Traditional ribbon candy is red and green, and Santa's sleigh is green, and cardinals are red. So I was like, no, we're not gonna do orange. So I changed those to green, or I changed those to the red. And if there's a block, like, there are some blocks that have other things that aren't necessarily, they're Christmas, but they're not Christmassy, if that makes sense. So for example, I showed this, you know, before, but like, for example, there's this weird little deer, and he's got the orange in his scarf. I'll probably make that orange. I probably won't make it yellow. And then like over here, there's a candle. I'll probably make the red in there orange. Like, there's no reason for me to do it red. But then there's a poinsettia in here. So I'm going to make the poinsettia red. I know some people say poinsettia. Down here in Louisiana, I have never heard anybody say poinsettia. I've always heard poinsettia. So that's how I say it. But we're talking about the same flower. But yeah, so there's some things here where I'm like, I can't make that orange. But anyway, this is, if you're new, I stitched the Halloween version of this, and it's at our needle workshop. But if you're new, I stitched the Halloween version, and the Halloween version I did on like a Halloweeny purpley fabric. And it has lots of, you know, Halloween colors in it. And there's also some pretty blues and all kinds of other colors. But this, by far, is so much more fun to stitch than the Halloween one for some reason. I can't tell you why, but it is. So, but anyway, moving on, I'm going to do my Advent from ThatHowToGirl now. And the color is actually the same color that I stitched yesterday. It's this green, but I'm going to film myself stitching that. I'll check in a minute. Okay, I did my advent stitch in probably 10 minutes. Less than that, maybe 5. This goes so fast. Okay, so here's where we are. Sorry, hang on one sec. Okay, here's where we are. I just had to pause Vonnie's day 4 because I want to watch. But let's see. And Vonnie's channel is Thread the Needle. She's commented, and somebody said that she mentioned me in one of her videos. If it's this one, I'm gonna stop and comment on it. So Vonnie, thank you very much. But here is the advent piece. I added. Oh my gosh! I have to take it out. It's the wrong green. Oh man. Maybe I can leave it and get away with it. I don't know what it looks like, so I don't want to do that. Let me see what tomorrow's stitching looks like. I feel like, I don't know how I didn't notice that while I was stitching it. It's supposed to be the same color, and I grabbed it. I had it in my fabric, so I thought it was the same. But this is not the same green. That is a darker green than that. Same color family, but very like olivey, but definitely not correct. So I'm gonna look at tomorrow's stitching and see what exactly it is. What I can do is bring it this way and then make that light if it comes off the other side. I don't want to look and see. What I might have to do is, what I might do is stitch everything and then go back if I have to and pull that out, because dang. How did I do that? Anyway, that is done for today. I probably am going to leave it and just see how it pans out. And then at the end, if I have to pull it out, then I'll pull it out. That being said, I am going to end the thread. I had it still hanging, but I'm going to end it. That way, if I have to go back and pull it out, it'll be easy for me to do. I can't believe I did that. But it happens to the best of us. And I'm gonna leave it and just see what happens. All I can say is I'll really be making it my own. Anyway, all right. Okay, everybody, I've got some hot tea. I am freezing. It is very cold here. For us, it is very cold here. But I am going to kind of show you guys what my project options are now that I've finished Spirit of Evergreen earlier this week, and then right before Flossmas started, I actually finished another one of my bigger, which Spirit of Evergreen's not big, but one of my bigger pieces, and it was called Christmas in Blue by Joan, Elliot. And I have 3 other Christmas options pulled out. I'm sure I could find some others, but this is plenty, I think, to take up honestly the rest of Vlogmas. We'll see. But I'm going to show you what they are. So the first one is called Christmas Blue Ornaments, also by Joan Elliot, and it matches the Christmas in Blue piece that I finished. But this is the project, and they're all individual ornaments. I've stitched this one, which I did it last November. I have not done any more, but this is what this guy looks like. And they're very, very pretty in person. This was my first big piece that was Joan Elliot was my Christmas in Blue, but this was my first ever Joan Elliot. Marley, lay down. It has clear beads and acrylic and DMC, but this is what they kind of stitch up like. If I work on one of these, and this is a big if, like out of all 3 projects, this is the one I'm leaning toward the least, because I just stitched all of that blue and I think I'm really ready for some other colors, but I'll show you. So if I stitch on these. I either want to do the Believe with the Santa in his sleigh or the 'Tis the Season with the little robin bird. I think those are the two that kind of speak to me the most, but it would be one of those two that I start. I also really like the Peace Dove. One of the top three I would work on. So this is option number one. And then option number two is a kit I also started last November, and it is a, what kit? Hang on, let me find my cover sheet. Luca S. And this is what the finished kit looks like. And this is for my craft room, of course, because of all the pink. But this is what it looks like. And then as far as what I've done, let me pull this out. I have finished the first page, and I have been adding in there's some sparkly thread in here, and it does not stitch well, but it is what it is. So this is the first page of that, which I really love the way it's stitched. I did back stitching as I went too, so the deer and this little tree here, but there's this little like bowl, and it's got ornaments in it, and those are all back stitched. There's sparkles, the deer's back stitched, and then this is Santa, and he's got sparkles in his hat. But this is where this is. So my goal for this, if I work on this, would be another page. And I've been really feeling like working on some full coverage, but at the same time I'm like, oh gosh, I have so many of these little projects to finish. But that is option number two. And then option number three is a new start, and it's the 2023 Nutcracker from Shannon Christine. And this will also go in my craft room, and I will probably make him into one of those like stand-ups. Wilbert. Probably. I'm not totally sure. We'll see once he's stitched. But I have my fabric picked out. It is called Marzipan from Color and Cotton. And here's my story about why I picked this. It has honestly nothing to do with the color, even though the color, it did work out very, very well. This fabric, so there is a movie called Barbie in the Nutcracker, or in the Nutcracker. And I remember there was this Christmas when I was really little, and they had come out with Barbies that went with the movie, like play Barbies. And I loved them so much. And Santa brought me the whole set. And part of the set was this horse and sleigh, and they were all like candy colors. And the horse's name was Marzipan, and she was pink. And so, and I had the toy. I still have her up in a closet somewhere. But this is called Marzipan, and this is a Nutcracker. And he's pink. So for me, the connection, I was like, well, I'm just going to do it on that. Colors be darn, you know? So those are my three options. I don't really know what I'm going to work on tonight. But I am probably going to go off of what you guys tell me in the comments. Please, if you're watching this, please comment and let me know which of the three projects you would like to see me work on. And we will start tomorrow, hopefully, if I have enough comments, with that project. But tonight, I'm really not sure. I'm probably not going to start the Nutcracker tonight, but I might. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to ask Cody when he gets home what I should work on. But those are the three project options as far as Christmas stuff. I have other, and I need to get caught up also on my Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Arctic Animals style. So let me pull it out. This project, I'm a few months behind. I think I've done the first 4 months. I
think I'm three months behind. So this is where that is at. So I also could work on that and get caught up, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. So anyway, those are our options for tonight. So, and I might just pull out one of the blue ornaments and work on one of the blue ornaments because they go so quick. You know, who knows? I might do that. I don't know. I'm fixing to go take a shower and we'll see what speaks to me. Or I'll ask my husband. We'll just see how it goes. But anyway, those are the projects. Another small update while I'm on my way to take my shower. This is the mint tea. It's called After Dinner Mint from yesterday that I didn't drink. And it's very good. I would say that this is probably, I don't know, this is, I really enjoyed the chocolate hazelnut, but this is my next favorite.
Like the pepperoni pork stick again. Or was it beef stick the first time? I don't remember. Yep.
Okay, everybody, it's like midnight. I'm letting my dogs out. I just opened my tea and it's winter Earl Grey. My husband is not gonna like that one, I already know. He probably will like the mint one though. That was really yesterday's tea that I had today. He'll probably like that one. So I'll save that for him. But in the morning, I'm probably gonna brew some Earl Grey and just kind of chill. You'll also see I did decide to do one of the ornaments. I did the one with the little robin bird, and I finished 2 colors. Most of all the borders done. I have to do gold stitches, gold Krennic in the border, and then a few like fill-in stitches of blues, and then I have beads and backstitch. So I think I accomplished quite a bit today. Yeah, I did a lot today. I'm very proud of it. I got a stamp, the advent, even though I did the wrong color in the advent, but that's okay. We're making it work. And also that ornament, and we got a PlayStation 5. That was our Christmas presents to each other. So we hooked that up tonight and kind of got that started. I put in a little clip. My game that I got was Hogwarts Legacy, and he got a Madden football game or an NCAA football or something. He's asleep on the couch currently, and I played that for a little while, and then I stitched some more. So that's been our night. I have to work at, I'm making the bed while we talk. I have to work at the needle workshop in the morning, so we open at 10, so I'm going to try to get up at a decent time so that I can actually spend some time in front of my fireplace and just kind of chilling. But I hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas. Here's a clip of my puppy dogs, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of y'all. I have really enjoyed all of the comments the last few days. I don't normally get a lot of comments on my videos, so it's been a blast. But I'll see y'all in the morning for day 7.
Good? All right. Mark, sit. Good boy. Here you go. Sit. Nice and easy. Okay.